true sound of the season from Dominic Filano as he opens a new toy bus. The 2-year-old, one of dozens of children who got to dive into this tremendous stack of toys at South Nassau Community's hospital. This is the man, well, boy, responsible. 9-year-old Raymond Moeller, aka Little Saint Nick, who spent all year raising the money himself.
Because every kid deserves to be happy.
I woke up one morning with pain in both of my hips. I couldn't walk, and my parents took me to the hospital. I was in the emergency department on Long Island for about 8 hours, and they figured out I had a rare hip joint disease called Leggs-Perthes. And on the car ride home from the hospital, I asked my parents, do those other kids that I saw in the emergency department get to go home at the end of the day? And they said no, some of them have to stay in the hospital for days or months or years or forever.
Just before his birthday, he came to us and said, I want to give all my birthday toys back to that hospital.
But it didn't stop there. 2 years later, the Little Saint Nick Foundation was up and running in Ray's home state of New York.
He sets up donation bins at 15 local schools and businesses to collect toys every fall. Raymond's foundation also grants wishes, one of which was an $80,000 home extension for a severely handicapped child. For choosing to focus on the needs of others rather than his own challenges, for creating a foundation that has brightened the hospital stays of thousands of sick children. We are so proud to announce that Raymond Moeller is a Prudential Spirit of Community National Honor.
Sunrise lights up another day. I believe.
We are gonna send you to Broadway to go see Harry Potter.
Really?
Yep.
A child first gets to the hospital and they're scared, they don't know what's wrong with them, they're isolated. Now these kids in the emergency department, they walk in, they check in right away, they get a gift bag. And it just changes their whole mood. It really just changes the whole hospital experience for a patient. For a couple hours, really forget about all of their pain and suffering. Not just to give them toys, but to take their mind off of everything they're going through. And that's really the goal, to leave them a long-lasting memory and smile.
Broke my head and the back of my head.
So when he went into the room, all this fear came about. He was terrified. And one of the nurses came in with the Little Saint Nick gift bag, and everything changed.
I think the Little Saint Nick Foundation, it stands out mainly because it's about kids helping other kids.
It's directly helping the kids in our hospitals, and I think that's really cool that we get to see how our work is going to impact them.
I think getting gifts and having a positive experience when you're in the hospital really totally transforms it for them.
I absolutely love it. It's not only an incredible organization, but also incredibly inspiring that someone so young started it.
Thank you so much for inspiring me to do something like this, because I would never thought of giving back to other kids.
Come here, bud. Something I love to see, the whole kids inspiring kids movement that we're creating right now. We're forming the future leaders of the world, really.
I have such tremendous gratitude that my son didn't have a life-threatening illness, and I just want to continue helping my son give back to all these other families that aren't as fortunate, that are battling for their lives. It's so special to be able to take a 3-year-old child and help them color in a Little Saint Nick Foundation t-shirt with a fabric marker as they're hooked up to 4 IV bottles in their back. And their parents are standing behind them, smiling, and they're not working. I have to give up my time to continue helping them. Otherwise, how selfish would I be?
something I plan on doing and being a part of for the rest of my life.